Okay, this is going to be a short video on the timing of a Singer Stylist 513. Now someone else did an excellent video. As a matter of fact, Andy Tube, I don't know if I'm out of focus here, but I guess I am. Andy Tube did an excellent video on a very similar machine. It's a Stylist 413. This is a 513. The only difference between the two machines is that the 413, at least the only difference I could see, the 413 was a belt drive, and this one is a gear drive. And there are two gears here and two gears here. Now there are the old gears. They're about 50 years old. Now I just bought this machine a couple of weeks ago, and I bought it to hem my garden flag. Not this one, it was another one, and I just did it on cloth. It was actually a piece of bed sheet, so there was no stress. But anyway, it quit, the fabric quit moving, and then I discovered these broken gears. So, to time this machine, I'm not going to go through the changing the gears. There's plenty of that, like Andy Tube, check his out on changing those gears on the 413 if that's what you're doing these days. And here's just a quick refresher on the timing. So once you've got all the gears back in and the set screws all tight, now these shafts all have a flat spot with one set screw, and those have only one place to go. Now on this, right on the drive here, from the belt, from the motor, this collar has two screws. That's because there's no flat spot on the shaft, so they had to put two screws to secure it. That's how you're going to set your timing. So now we're going to go back to the timing. On that other video of Andy Tube's 413, he will talk about the timing mark on the shaft, on the needle shaft. So I'm not going to get into that too much. Right there, there's a little timing mark here, which what you do is set it so it's just entering that collar. That shows you the needle down. So what I did was I removed a couple of pieces here. Hope you can see this. A couple of pieces so I could see in there. You just take those two, there's three little screws. Take them out. Now you have access to the needle. So when this timing mark is in the right position, the needle will be on its way back up. And I'm trying to shine a light and get the camera at the right angle at the same time. So now you will use because my set screws are all tight, I can use the wheel to do this timing, but here is the so-called hook. I hope the so-called hook is right there. Gosh, this is difficult. Right there. And as the machine moves, that hook has to come in right behind the needle exactly when the needle is on its way up, based on this timing mark on the shaft right there. I don't know how good of a job I'm doing here, but the only difference between, as I said earlier, between the 513 and the 613 is that the 413, 513, the 413 has a belt coming from the motor, which is this one, and it all has a belt coming around here. Now this one's totally different, it's a gear drive, and so just use, once you have that hook and that needle in the proper position, well, before they're in the proper position, loosen up these 2 set screws, get it in the proper position. After everything else has been tightened up, tighten these 2 set screws. There's one underneath. There's the 2 set screws right there. And that should be it for the timing. I mean, I haven't tested it yet, but that's what happens. The hook comes around and picks up the thread from the bobbin, or no, well, I don't know exactly how the knot works, but the thread from the bobbin goes through the top thread to make its knot, and so it has to catch very closely to that hook. So I hope that helps, because I couldn't find anything else. So I guess if he has a way better video with some good snapshots, so you follow that, his video for the most of it. And when it comes to the timing part, it's this collar here that you want to use to do the timing. And when you have everything correct, tighten up these 2 set screws and you should be good to go. I'll maybe finish off this video, or I guess it'll be another short video after I get it operational again. Thanks for watching. So I was able to sew the loop on this garden flag after doing the repairs on the Singer. Now this is this was heat pressed onto a piece of canvas, a piece of art canvas. So I don't know how long it will last outside here, but I'm just testing it, which is also the reason for the strange image. I'm just it's just a temporary placement, and well, at least with the canvas it won't flop around as much. It's fairly heavy, and we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching.